Hi, Chris. This is Bill Maxwell in Chicago. Thank you for joining me today. You got a new book out called Raiders. It's by Alan Eisenstock. What is this all about?
Well, back in 1980s, my buddy Eric and I and a large group of friends got together and remade, shot for shot, Steven Spielberg's classic film Raiders of the Lost Ark. I got the idea, and and then we set off on a 7-year journey. And throughout those 7 years, Eric and I formed a very close friendship and went through a lot of ups and downs with our families, and against the backdrop of making Raiders, and it was one hell of a journey.
Well, let me back this up a little bit. Okay, it's in the 80s. This movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark, is released in 1981. Spielberg, Lucas doing magic again. And you see this movie. Did you watch it with your friend, Eric?
No, we actually watched it separately, and our sort of inspiration was we rode the school bus together, and I had the Raiders of the Lost Ark comic book, and he was doing a short film at school, and so I approached him. I had this idea when I saw it with my dad, actually there in Chicago.
And this is what, in 1982?
Probably 81.
81, same year that the movie was released. So this was really inspired you getting to think about it, and Eric also having a little bit of film background for, I think, what was he, 12 years old, right?
Yeah, about 12.
What role did you play in the movie, or in the production?
Well, the whole idea really was born out of a fantasy that I wanted nothing more than just to simply play Indiana Jones.
Okay.
And so I wanted to create that world for myself, and so that was how it was born.
Did you notice how adults were wearing the hats? I think we all have a fantasy from that movie.
Sure. I think we just decided to take it a little farther than most.
You certainly did. Did you shoot this on film or video? What was your idea?
No, this was all shot on Betamax.
Betamax, whoa! You went great quality at that time then, too. Tell me about the production company. You mentioned that you have 3 new movies that you're working on?
Yeah, in various stages of development. Back when Eric and I were in Driggs, Idaho, of all places, at a film festival called Spudfest. Dawn Wells, her film festival in the middle of nowhere in Idaho. I got the idea when Eric and I were just kind of starting to get going with the screenings and all that. I decided, hey man, let's quit our jobs and form a production company. And we did, and we ended up calling it Rolling Boulder Films. And our first project out the door is an action-adventure movie set in the Deep South. It's a Southern Gothic kind of action-adventure film called What the River Takes. We're currently putting together financing right now and raising capital for it.
What's the River Take?
And then 2 other scripts that we're working on. We have a book that we've optioned called Gone South, and by the well-known author Robert McCammon.
Yes.
And we're working on that script, and then I'm working on a spec script with another partner of mine who will produce it through this production company called Liquor by the Drink.
Sure.
Oh, and this is Eric, by the way, guys. Apologize for my late entrance. Got called into a last-minute meeting, but it sounds like I'm just catching the end, so I don't wish to bring it longer, but I did want to announce my presence in case I could be of any help.
Oh, sure. You know what, Eric, let me ask you, you're 12 years old. What did you think when Chris approached you with this idea?
Oh man, it's one of those moments you remember quite distinctively. I don't know why, but all sorts of things flitted through my head. Okay, well, it sounds like he's pretty far along. It sounds cool. Okay, I bet all the sets are built. I wonder who's going to play Marion. Little did I know, the only thing Chris had done at that point, was buy the script published from Walden Books and cast himself as Indiana Jones. But I mistakenly thought, he had some. It all worked out. He mistakenly thought I knew something about filmmaking. He caught a class project that I did, but yeah, in all that, and probably about 5 seconds worth of time of those thoughts processing through my head, I said sure, and we got together, having no idea what we were getting into.
Hey, anybody still own an Indiana Jones hat? Do you both have one?
I lost my hat years ago. Unfortunately, it's a sad state of affairs. But yeah, I lost my hat in the flood. Actually,
very un-India-like to lose your hat.
Very un-India of me. Yeah.
His hat might fly away, but it always returns as a boomerang type of hat. Oh, that's a shame.
Still got the whip too.
Yeah. Oh, you still got the whip?
I do. Yeah.
You guys are on a wonderful adventure together, and it's just unbelievable that 2 kids like yourself making. It's just like a dream. It's like your dreams of kids making it into a reality. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I used to be.
It's a Cinderella tell a story, as I put it, as Alan quotes me at one point in the book, around the time that Spielberg discovers our film, this kind of thing doesn't happen in real life.
No.
But, actually it does. And
it does, but it's unbelievable that it really does, because everybody dreams of it. I used to make a little submarine out of boxes, cardboard boxes from the grocery store. Am I a sub captain? No. Am I a cowboy? No. No. Well, you guys are filmmakers, and it just all started with this little innocent idea. And I guess you know what that tells people? Keep on dreaming at whatever age. Kids dream, adults help, and become adulthood. Keep your dreams alive, because we lose.
That's the very advice we give.
Yes, because we lose so much. As we grow older, our laughter, our childhood innocence seems to lose because of adulthood, where we can find so much more joy by just adding more laughter back as we were kids. So I wish you much success to both of you, and enjoyed both talking with you today. And once again, it's Alan Eisenstock. The book's called Raiders. It's on the St. Martin Press. Everybody get out and get a copy of this thing. You can pre-order. Go to YouTube, Raiders Books. Is that correct?
Raiders Book.
Raiders Book. Don't put a plural on there, Bill.
YouTube.com/Raiders Book, and then our website, raidersbook.com.
Great. Well, thank you very much. You enjoy the weather down in Mississippi there, Eric. And Chris, you keep on shining out there in the sunny state of California.
We'll do that. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for your time, both of you, today.
Take care. Have a great weekend.
Okay, bye-bye.